Yo, what's up? It's your boy Riggedy Riggedy Rap Critic, aka the Whack Lyric Killer. Okay, I'm not actually gonna do that. What I am gonna do though is a request from Brandon Kern, who wanted me to review New Jack Hustler by Ice-T. And if you'd like to request a song for me to review, check out my Patreon. Now, let's talk about movie soundtracks. You know, what I find interesting is that Ice-T is sort of the first rapper to make a racket out of making rap songs as promotional material for a movie. Well, the first serious song, anyway. I mean, the rap soundtrack songs that came before this were vanity projects about Def Jam, vanity projects about the Fat Boys, and a rap by Michael Winslow for the 4th Police Academy movie. It's safe to say people weren't taking hip-hop seriously. But Ice-T's Colors was a soundtrack single that actually charted, and for once wasn't just a novelty song. Well, it might have seemed novelty at the time now that I think about it. If you went back to 1987, the world of gangster rap as we know it wasn't even formed yet. It was made up of secrets carried from club to club by young rappers spitting what they called reality rap, lyrics that told you what was really going on in black neighborhoods. You see, while R&B was wooing the ladies and moving the dance floor, rap was trying to fit in the exact same way. I don't think I need to play you a clip from Dr. Dre before he joined NWA.
I'm Dr. Dre, gorgeous hunk of a man, doing tricks on the mix that no others can.
But it's so much fun to do it anyway. However, influenced by underground rapper Schoolie D with his song PSK What Does It Mean, which stood for Parkside Killers because he represented a gang, Ice-T saw that if someone made real music about what was going on in the streets, somebody was willing to listen. And with Colors, Ice-T found his most perfectly foreboding creeping beat to fit his descriptions of the harsh parts of black life, and it captured young teenagers' imaginations. Because think about it. If you're the average kid, you've seen the gangster movies and whatnot, but at the end of the day, you know whoever is in that movie, they're not a real killer. However, making a song that sounds like you went to the hardest parts of South Central, interviewed a gang member, and just put a beat to it, that sounded like real danger, and listeners wanted in. Now, by 1991, Ice-T was riding high off of the explosive wave that NWA opened up for gangster rap, showing that even though he wasn't racking up huge hit songs because of stagnated radio play and censorship, word of mouth was doing tremendously for album sales. And I kind of find it funny that for all this talk of Will Smith being the quintessential rapper turned actor, the original dudes who made acting and rapping at the same time even acceptable was Ice-T and Ice Cube, two of the most respected gangster rappers at the time. Of course, it's sort of a bygone era now. I mean, who even does theme songs for movies anymore? Well, other than the obvious one that came out last week, by which, of course, I mean the new Orc Cop song I made for Lindsay's review of Bright, available now on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. Okay, but seriously, look at Ice-T's singles discography, and there's like a movie soundtrack for every album single. He even did a rap for the Dick Tracy soundtrack.
If you think about doing crime, Tracy have you doing time.
It's not good. But the point is, when he was on, he made some pretty good jams. See, Ice-T wasn't the best gangster rapper, but he became the prototype for gangster rap by doing what a lot of rappers weren't doing at the time. You see, a lot of rappers didn't sound believable. They'd shout at the top of their lungs how much they've killed other guys on the block or how much ice they had, but Ice-T had that chilled out effect, like a man who didn't need to prove himself, and therefore he sounded more credible. Also, the pimp role is a much more nuanced role to fill, because it's not just about physical strength, it's about mental power. Like, yeah, you might believe that Ice Cube could beat the shit out of someone, but it's harder to believe that he has the mental ability and smooth talk to convince a woman to make money for him, and that's where Ice-T's niche lies. He may not have been the best rapper, but that didn't matter, because you were convinced that what he was saying was the truth. See, when you hear gangster rap now, it's the naturally assumed position that the point of a Migos or 2 Chainz song is that you're supposed to dance to it. When 21 Savage tells you about shooting you and banging your girl, the main point is to dance and sing along. The point is pure enjoyment of the work itself. But with Ice-T, the point was subversion. He didn't want you to dance to what he was saying. He wanted to piss you off.
Hustler, word, I pull the trigger long, grit my teeth, spray to every nigga's gone, move like a king when I roll hop, you try to flex, bang, another nigga drop.
Now, you might see these lyrics and think, wait, this is just like every other gangster rap song, I don't get it. But this isn't just a hardcore rap song. This is a critique of capitalism.
You gotta deal with this, cause in the way out, why? Cash money ain't never gonna play out. I got nothing to lose, much to gain. In my brain, I got a capitalist migraine. Got me twisted, Janet to a paradox. Every dollar I get, another brother drops. Maybe that's the plan and I don't understand. But since I don't know and I ain't never learned, I gotta get paid, I got money to earn. Cool out and watch my new Benz clean. Is this a nightmare or the American dream?
Now think about things from this perspective. All the stuff that he's bringing up, are they really bad in America's eyes? Or is it simply manifesting the way things were supposed to work in the first place? Like, think about the idea of poor people being strung out on drugs, while the few people within that community doing well are the people responsible for the drug that's destroying the community. Now, if you wanted to keep an ultimately poor class of people fighting with each other over money so no one truly rises above poverty and starts questioning why they were so poor to begin with, that would sound like a pretty good plan, wouldn't it? Keep them occupied with fighting each other so the really rich people can continue their operations unbothered.
Cause I'm never gonna be broke. When I die, I'll be bullets and gun smoke.
And while he does brag about the nice things that come with this lifestyle, he never lets you lose sight of the fact that this is very dangerous, and most likely will end with his demise.
You wanna journey through hell where shit gets hot, pregnant teens, children scream. Life is weighed on the scales of a triple B. That's how the game is played. Another brother slain, the wound is deep, but they giving us a band-aid. Lock me up in genocidal catastrophe. There'll be another one after me.
And through these lyrics, he makes it clear that until we fix the system that allows this exploitative behavior, the evil people who raise up to take advantage of its ills will not be slowed. Like, yeah, people are shouting, oh no, get rid of this madman that's ruining our children. But until you revamp the system that this hustler was able to take advantage of, you can't get mad at a rapper just for telling you how that hustle happened. That's just shooting the messenger. And it's a dope ending that frames the song as an unfinished story. There will be another one after him. So the very point of stopping him in particular is pointless, because you're only stopping a symptom, not the cause of this thing happening in the first place. In fact, his first soundtrack single, Colors, ended similarly.
My color's death, though we all want peace, but our war won't end till all wars cease.
Because think about it. You can't sell crack to someone who doesn't want it, right? And for such an extremely mind-altering drug as crack, and it has to be amazing because people are really willing to lose their lives over this crap. And if our country is so great, we should be giving everyone satisfying enough lives that they shouldn't want to do such debilitating drugs in the first place. I mean, a happy person with a well-paying job and no financial worries doesn't need an escape from his world because there's nothing to escape from. But a guy who, because of economic inequality, has to deal with substandard living conditions in a school that doesn't value his history or education and tells him that this dirty, uncared for neighborhood is all you are, oh yeah, you better believe this guy wants to escape this environment. And if he can't escape that environment through education or any other positive opportunities, he's gonna escape it through drugs. You give someone a life with a little inspiration and they're gonna have little aspirations, because nothing in their life is telling them that anything they do or think matters. And I'm not saying everyone's doing this, but when you have this type of environment, it makes it really easy to fall into that type of trap. Well, overall, I definitely give this a 5 out of 5. This is probably Ice-T's most well-written song, and while its production may seem a little dated now, the skill with which he uses to tell the story of fast times and short lives resonates through the ages as a perfectly created track. I hope more people check it out. Kind of funny that this is on the soundtrack for a movie called New Jack City, yet this sounds nothing like New Jack Swing. But, you know, it's Ice-T. Like I said, he's subversive that way. And I hope more people check it out and know that even in the subsection of rap that does soundtracks to action movies, yeah, even that has a history of subversion and pushing the cultural envelope. Well, that's the episode. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe so you can see not only when the new episodes come out, but when I'm doing my live streams and uploading the Going Off podcast. And if you'd like to help the channel out financially, it's only $1 to see episodes early and other exclusive material. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.